toes the slab. He's got that kind of stuff. There with a big pillow for a glove. Man,
A long layoff. A lot of times pitcher of innings, but not the case so far. Singer was really hurt on a home run.
how his swing, how his swing from open deep in all fields.
And that pitch, and he somehow lines it to left field for a base hit. That looked like an Ichiro Suzuki swing.
It did. Polished hitter over here in a Major League season. I'll make improvements himself.
Wow, that Plissy saw something different.
And for that throw was down closer to the bag, they would have got.
Royals
He's such a good athlete. Great feet, quick.
Strikeout. Jared Walsh.
That guy that you've never gotten picked off, you know, and he saw another move, you're right there.
And they're gonna have it picked off. Ohtani, so he took off.
Rails Brady Singer, look at that, that's quick. Great composure.
I'll bet he can sometime. Walsh goes to tag and move up, and the throw hits Walsh. Try and come to the plate, and Singer's throw goes wide. Get 2 runs on the play.
Needs to go. First of all, Michael A. Taylor home here on a 1 hopper to Salvi, but Salvi just couldn't.
So 2 on and nobody out to show. And he went the up and singled to left in the first inning. His arm up and away. Arm is exposed. 2 balls. He is huge. Did not get the tag and out at first base. The second base umpire, DJ Rayburn, going first to second, was out of the.
Oh, there you go. No wonder. So Witt did the right thing. Tag and went ahead and got the double play for sure.
Okay, home plate umpire Chris Guccione is. They were reviewing Ohtani at first base. Ready to go, but it's going to be Singer. Fouled away, strike 1 to Nicky Lopez at short. And Nicky made. Ohtani is down in the count. 1 and. Salvi wants it elevated. Three balls, 2 strikes, and 2. Grounded through the middle, and it came up and it looked like it got him on the throwing hand.
But sometimes that'll happen. 3-4 hopper right here. That kind of came up maybe a little bit higher than he was expecting to happen. You need 2 hands as an
For an error. Fastball right by him. He's been blowing into his hands all. Ohtani blasts it to right field, and that get 2. Iglesias and Suzuki. Angels a 3-run lead.
Fastball though, but it's up in the zone, and he didn't miss it. You know, he eliminated his really large one, and he got up to such a horrible. Has a lot of that, and therefore
Carlos Hernandez has appeared in 2 games. His first. He takes a 4-pitch walk. And here comes Ohtani. And the
keeping him, getting 2 out of it.
And has perhaps the biggest hit of the game. It's an hour. Foul back.
You don't get cheated. You know, his heroes growing up were Hideki Matsui. Well, you know, he's 6'4", 220 below he gets on his hits.
He pitched. He'll slicing, and Benintendi dives and misses Fletcher around third, and the Angels take. Ohtani is driven in.
Benintendi, you try to dive and keep it in front whenever you leave your feet out there.
Oh. And now hooked into the corner, officially contributed tonight, and the Angels.
Designed to throw the ball down like that, but that's over the plate. Has a little flamingo kick. You know, he's Monty and Joel.
And that's the ball game. For the first time in 5 years, 3 up. That's a nice gesture in a long game to away his batting gloves in a baseball. Shohei Ohtani had.
The flags are moving with a breeze out of the north, which puts a little chill. Last night as a home plate umpire, especially low strikes early in the game, and that really helped out Singer and Cobb on a line drive and with 2 pitches. And now Shohei,
3 hits and 3 RBIs. Early in the count, he's taking a shot at.
He's falling out of the box.
Down in a good slider. Dozier's all by himself on the left side. Ohtani can reel, and DJ Rayburn says Ohtani is safe.
He's 6'4" and he beats this man all the way here. Looks like he, but I tell you what, earn that. We'll wait and see. But if Dozier playing the deep shortstop, ball is into his left hand. Beat it, but we'll see. We'll see what they say.
Time call yesterday with Mark Langston, former big league pitcher, and surprised me, but he said Ohtani is the fastest
time. He's aggressive. I think they got him. Oh man, that's close. So if he says replay it, we'll see.
And they're going to say he is safe. So the Royals challenge with 1 out in the top of the first inning.
He's had success off almost everyone. But
well, he was going that way. Fouled 2 balls off to the right, and the Royals won.
So look where it was, up and away. Steal third. Swing the bat.
Ohtani will tag and holds anyway, and that might remind you of the
bat. Impressed me. His bat speed is.
That was the pitch.
Oh, he's calling him out.
Now it is a called strike, so Salvi has to throw with the out being recorded at first base.
Not too many hitters will ever say that about him.
Has to go into a slide. Third, and the Royals lead 1-0.
He tagged, so he's able to move up.
It's 2 out. I'll ask you a little bit more about family life and dad life and all of that.
I told everyone this was.
I'm allowed to, but you're retired now. You'll forgive me. But there was 1 year.
Yeah. So in 2016, in the All-Star break, my left-handed club.
Yeah.
So I had to get him back from you for if this was the right decision to make or not. But
retired his last year and winning a gold.
Well, I'm sure he has no. The runners go and no throw. Suzuki with a fake bunt. So that
really works. When you put that bat in the line.
And Suzuki is. If Suzuki doesn't go out, I mean, that is an auto
for a visit.
Drive in another run. Placed outs. Carlos Santana.
A phenom. Call him what you want. Then you're up to the right, but.
And just to clarify, that's.
I wasn't sure how to read it. Think of that.
Oh. How far away? That is his 4th home run.
And look at the long levers. This long.
Danny Duffy has given up 1 run.
We have a draft and we pick our teams, but if you do.
Witt at second base. Broken bat. That's a base hit. Suzuki feel right now. It was a terrific long time.
He took advantage of a slider that just hung up there.
Now 6 for 7 in this series. Remember last year we spent a lot of time breaking down Dana Strong in his first start, retiring the last. And it's fouled. 2-2. And Mayfield strikes out. The base is loaded in the 6th inning.
Picture, was that you? He goes, no, we got a clubhouse kid to stand in for unique stuff.
Sorry. As he
each other and their game. Catch it.
Nice play by Witt. That one.
And Ohtani couldn't hit it over him. Witt showing some hot.
And that potential time. But Jose Rojas, a left-hand back. 3-2.
3-2 here, and that's exactly what it was.
That is a strike. Maybe in the 8th.
Go ahead, Greg.
On the ground to Witt. He throws a bit flat-footed. Royals Charities broadcast thank everyone for their generosity. And he lines it into center field. One out with Ohtani and Trout coming up. And that's a little bit low. The edges of the strike zone, but not close enough. 2-1. Well, in the later innings, down. Coming from behind. Hit hard, and that's into right. Back to the infield. So now the tying run is in scoring.
Okay, he tried to sneak 94. Ohtani's strike.
Fastball right by him at 95.
Needs it. How about that? Zipped it right by him, like you said, right down.
Just got a piece of it. Holland got the plate. If you have a sombrero.
Game 2 of this 3-game series. Slider away off the plate.
Down Fernando, and that was Vin's call after the last. That's low for ball 1 and field. 2-1. Fletcher singled with, and now it's 3-1. And it's pulled foul, and now it's 3-2. Just reminding Fletcher that there they go, and Pujols takes ball 4. That may not be the worst thing in the world. Guys, in the history of the game, even at 41, it's
this season so far, and the major league average is 38%. So
of last season, and there's a fastball in for 0-2. That was 95. Salvi throws down to third. What a way to directly back to the dugout.
Fine, now let's watch here. Salvi, great job of smothering it. It hit Walsh. It did. Had to be a good throw to Dozier. Look at him. Fletcher coming down the line, and he's out.
Confirmed that Fletcher's out, but in today's game, it went right to the dugout.
Fighters and pitched very well over there. As a matter of fact, this is a pitch as he goes to work. Mr. Fletcher, 262 on base percentage.
Slider, cutter, curve, change, and split finger fastball.
Many pleasantries before the game. It was a couple of games lost due to COVID. On the year, little pause there. He's ready and tried to give him the flamingo. This was great before the game. It was fun to see on the mound as a starting pitcher tomorrow night.
I think that's a wise decision by Joe Maddon.
On base for Shohei. Take 1-1 the count.
The knees and end up below the strike zone.
2-1 the count. One out to first. It's gobbled up by Lowe. They'll get the lead runner back on to first.
And turn the doubleheader at third base.
Going to stay out at first. They will take another look. The exit velocity
being called safe. Nope. First pitch fastballs. Be ready. Trout, a lot of success.
Matter of fact, has been reaching going back to last year. And he doesn't miss a ton of bats.
0-2, now 2-2.
20-20.
Cheer.
The 3-2. Over the top. Jared Walsh, Albert Pujols. He got a breaking ball a couple of nights ago. Similar 4 for J-Up. Little pause at center field. Hit hard, hit on a line, but uddles it in. Squared that one up.
Good swing on a fast.
In 2/3, shutout baseball. Didn't walk anyone. Paints the outside deck circle as the 3-1 is in and off the plate. Uniforms. Albert Pujols. How could you not love those? You wore those for a good portion of your career. 289 on gobbled up. They will turn 2. But it to Kiner Falefa, who turned it into a double.
Living Gooby, Darren.
I find that shocking in pitches.
No, I was happy to be able to throw one decimal that night.
Hot shot, foul.
Are well polished here.
Number Daisuke.
That one is 1-2 the count. Little pause, comes home with it, gets a swing and a miss. Top of it.
And going back to what we talked about, Darren, in the open, your timing's off. You haven't never seen a pitcher that throws this many.
Heard of as the first pitch to Suzuki is
Going to start in that lane and needs to start in that lane, right, and stay there.
to right field, put away. Continue your thought though.
So it stays in that lane. It stays there and it doesn't dip.
Homer doubled in spring as well.
I don't think over 100 pitches, bullpen sessions. It's nothing you threw in spring training ever. How many pitches?
3 pitches.
Breaking ball, call in the middle. He faced the minimum. As a matter of fact, he has.
The first time through, though, second time, 380. Trying to track something on the outer half.
Dartinker goes back out. Right field, that hangs up a long time.
Softer type contact, he always gets.
Play. They defense this slugger, they do so. Good. Hopped into right center field. Does the ballpark hold it? It does. He drifted and he drifted. It would so slightly, but it didn't.
Back games, outstanding defensive plays. One where that's a good swing for Shohei. Drifting, leaps up, an outstanding.
And now he deals with.
Try.
The 1-2. Pulls that one. The 1-2. In.
I think.
It was a split-fingered fastball. He's behind you. As Upton goes to work.
Mets, but back with Oakland it is.
Yes.
So if he's rushing you, you always have the option of.
Over the top. What looked
Quick pace. There's a split finger pitch right there. Nasty.
Now I understand what it means. First pitch. Hits it on the ground.
The movement and hitting their spots.
I mean, they're just.
One out.
The 1-1. Look forward to watching the rest of the evening. He has been very, but stay tuned. Later on tonight, Albert for a strike, Jose. And they really did. As he fired.
Darren, Gooby,
Like so. And you're going to get a hit or chase. It was a fastball away. Then he came
Against his former team, the Twins. Garcia just shy of the trap. There is one hit. It was Dave will play. He's facing
well below that.
right there with Seattle at the top of the division. It's all the Reds, the Dodgers, as it pertains
in a poor way.
on deck circle. To the right side. There's for 22. 2 outs.
Well, here's your shot right now to get
Rangers. By Fletch. Shohei next. 2014, one of the great JUCO programs in the Kantani. We saw.
He cannot ignore, and it's not talk.
94 is out if it was a Solid little slider.
2-1. 2-2. Got him doing out. Nice play, putting his nose on the baseball. Quickly, and the Twins lead it. He got it. And he pops it up to the replay. Shohei Ohtani, I'm not quite sure what word. Ohtani, big swing. Ohtani breaks his back. Dump three. Here he goes. Drawing the throw. Base running.
That is
Ohtani, by the way. Like it's his first game with mom.
Healthy. He's being successful at the plate. Aggressive base run. That's a real good throw by Trout.
Put his hands in the air and with a joyful baseball player, right? This situation.
Say, listen, you made some
picture. Mike bouncing ball through that, drawn in, he scores. Ohtani to the plate with the slide in the.
That's the danger when you bring the infield in, a ground as a hitter to get a baseball through the infield with the infield right here. Great route taking it in there too. Some aggressive Angels with the lead, and Trout showing the emotion.
There's Shohei, Mike Trout, Jared Walsh. He was unique on the mound last night. We saw every single skill set on the, and he's done that very well all year long as he lifts that one down the left. 55. And OPS hanging.
Boy, and lefties are really.
They love it for that reason.
At a young age. That was nasty.
One of those, it's like a hanging slider that you always tell us about. He did
plate.
And saying committed to go to Texas before he signed with the Astros. Fastball in.
Catches the corner. Does some good movement on it. And a right-handed pitcher to throw a two-seamer like that.
Great job of explaining the grind of Mike. Absolutely had him very uncomfortable. Field. Is he comfortable now? Yes!
Trotty go power for Trout. 6th of the season. 40th, 0.4 exit velocity the other way for Trout. Amazing.
Daytime Southern California elements. He crushed that one. They thought for a moment they were keeping him down. Upton takes strike 3, lower tier. Mike Trout. Last 4 games haven't been his friends. Globally.
It's for taking pictures and video of him just warming up in this.
Foul. That was a great shot. That speaks as much to me about anything.
Yeah.
The 1-2 boys ball. Show ball to right field. To the wall. Goodbye.
We're about to enjoy that home run for Shohei Ohtani. Let's get his sprint speed on that home run. Home run of the season. Even flying around.
We'll see this first.
Exit velocity on the home run. Lifts that baseball out. It is running in. Most pitchers the day after you pitch get a lot of long. Something up.
Justin Upton toward the corner.
Jaya, Uptown Funk out of the ballpark. A 4th home run. Trout with 6 on the season. Ohtani with 5 on the season. I mean, this game for the Halos after 3 last night. 116.5.
Ah, look at that. Hit the ball on the nose here against Bolton Everton. Go back to Fletcher. That's a good adjustment. That's about as much.
Able to bottle up what has happened to him during good times in his career.
That tells me everything, change up fastball and breakable.
That was actually a real clip.
Yeah.
Look out. Good fastball. Swing at him in.
2 where they moved his feet 3 times.
Inside corner. That
2-seamer. That's today. 2-seamer. Looks like a ball runs back. It does.
Could be how long before a guy has confidence.
You don't want at the plate if you're a pitcher because Fletcher is so good.
Diamond charging, fielding, firing. Extended the inning, didn't plate the run, but an infield today.
That was the key. A little more soft contact. Remember, he's hit the ball hard. Membo goes, yeah, you're right.
here.
That hit him.
Because if not, that one sails to the backside. You did that in front of Mike Trout.
882 OPS. Arm is a left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher.
Now, bases loaded. Minor Falefa, the gold glove shortstop, turns it. We're full for the Halos. Mr. King. Trout to the wall, runs out of. And 2 walks, see ya. And he makes the Angel. So now, on the flip side, and Angels, you immediately tell your Schebler goes back to the track, low, sail, back-to-back home runs, and with 6 out. Inside.
This season.
Out of hand a little bit more.
Boss home plate.
The ball. In the AL Central.
Tavares goes back to the wall. Goodbye. Iglesias.
As a Halo we saw last night, Kurt Suzuki hit his first home run as a Halo. Part of the ball, didn't try to pull it, right back up the middle. Albert Pujols to the dish.
Minor Falefa, long throw for the victory. 6 unanswered runs when it was a
Third in the strike zone with his 4-seamer. Very good as far as getting swing and miss.
Shohei Ohtani now with one away to start the night. Cartoonish start to the 2021 season. All city when he's out on the mound. Right-handed though, right side overload as Plum talked.
Yeah, you know what? When on the right side of the field, like you see on your screen, Gooby does.
2 strikeouts start the game.
Together with Shohei Ohtani and Mike.
So 2 gone. Sharply hit path. Straw driving in the first run of the.
A 2-seamer in a lefty to catch the inside corner.
And the infield and allows Straw to score easily. Boy, that away from Cobb. Went to a fastball there. And here's the 3-2 pitch. And a RBI for Gurriel, his team leading 9-3-0.
Los Angeles team.
Fletcher's strikeout percentage. Strikeout. Flies it into center for Straw, and nothing more. Impressive work by a 24-year-old right-hander.
Fight through that road trip, both hitters and pitchers.
Bregman lines that and is blown up. 2 runs will score, and the ending 6-0 lead.
I mean, these are not necessarily all squared up baseballs tonight, with the throws putting the ball in play. Well, early fastballs last year, and that's why you saw the home run with 17 home runs last year.
That got him. There's no pad there, I don't think.
Yeah, he has a little.
It still hurts, man. That's a big, strong dude. He doesn't react. Understandable for the time being, and I'm just hasn't really mattered tonight. The fly ball, 1 out, 1 up, and nothing. That's bounced up the middle, backhanded by Diaz. Middle. Is that his first? Shohei bounces it right to Gurriel. Christian Javier, a career-high workload. As a story I know that Astros fans have heard, we're in for a local guy. That's got a chance if it stays fair, and that one's gone. Albert Pujols to the opposite field.
Albert's 61 now in his career versus the Park.
pitch up and away, and he goes with it.
All boundary calls are reviewable.
Oh boy, by the yellow pole.
I think the only thing that Albert back there.
Can you see Albert in the background?
Yeah. He said,
Albert's still looking. Max Stassi knows this ball. Said, "Yeah, I know this ballpark really well."
I just can't tell if it hit the pole or not, guys. This would be my first opposite field homer in 2 years. Yeah, it's gonna stand.
Anthony Rendon, Houston native, said, "Yeah."
Home run leaderboard. He's going to have to go crazy in the final.
Double is something that is truly remarkable.
And
even go back to
slider mid.
Yeah, it's been those last couple of when he's been able to get on that outside edge. He is a large human, effortless.
The fists as it squibs out to Correa. He went out of the inning. Look like it. In a more comfortable at-bat against a
great game so far. Almost playoff atmosphere
in San Diego last weekend was chippy.
Starting rotation absolutely amazed me, and I'm not sure how guys get.
They've stated their goal is they're going to be up from the alternate training site, and Ohtani strikes out 3-0, and then took 2 big cuts at.
He couldn't catch up to this one there for Presley. Go. Woo.
Well, they haven't done that yet this year.
That'll do it. With Ryan Presley remains perfect
in his career on the first, so be ready to jump.
It's been McCullers gets over to the breaking balls. The slider on the straight curveballs. To the time to guys like Shohei, left-handed hitters. Hey, homer.
Yeah, that was fun. Watching him sprint around the bases again. He was out of that.
Good breaking ball locked in. Out of the rubber. Lance offensively yesterday as well. It was on a perfectly helped his team out.
That's off the tough sign when you're throwing a backdoor curveball as a batter. Clearly never was in the strike zone. Be back to the plate. And Shohei said, "No, it's not a strike."
Pitches for Lance McCullers as far as whiff this game. Only 1 swing and miss through 3 innings, and it's probably decent for Lance McCullers.
He thought was off the plate last time. The secondary stuff. There's a fastball.
3 or 4% of the time he's throwing it all season long.
In play, the only one on the left side is Alex Bregman, and a little bit aware of Ohtani going there.
A bit more side-to-side break to it. It still is so deep though. That's strike 3.
Backdoor breaking ball. Yeah, you can understand. Always thinks outside, and it was. A shot by.
Tells the story. He knows he's getting early in the ball game. Before he settles in.
And that's the
Fire now, pitch away.
Oh.
Strike 3. Oh my goodness.
That against him.
If you're considering the strike zone today, 1-0 the count.
Used to getting that call, you can see that hesitation, but it was a ball.
But it has been a strike the entire.
Ooh, that one's off the plate as well. He's up 13 2/3 innings pitched this year.
Take advantage. That one is up. That is ball 4.
You're better off as catching and keeping.
2. Strike 3. And a big reaction from McCullers as
one in the strike zone gets his call. It's about a half a baseball. He is a breaking ball throwing machine.
Right side, hugs the line, hits the bag! Every the run, come on down! Safe at the plate!
Minnesota Fats would love that with that cue ball. Go again. Hey, it's all about the contact.
Got after it, he took off. That's great base coach.
In, off the bag, and try to stop.
Runner on the move, and
generally, guys going 5 innings, so your bullpen's going to
Major League debut. Got it down off the end of the bat. All that inning, and the Angels lead it. Deep left field.
Well, this is 6th inning. Dealt is a base runner. Real 2-run home run. Fastball late in the game. What a job he did bringing his hands. He's now 6 for 11 with 2 home runs.
Heck, I'll take an alley ball and a sprint to third. More this inning. Deep right center field. Oh, Shohei! Oh!
Ohtani-san! That's the new set. Stand up there. That baseball's crushed. Higher how far this goes. Shohei, the power. What matters? Goes that swing. You have to for that swing, don't you?
Always good. That one, Bemboon down and right at the plate. A big add-on.
Boom.
I'll tell you the one thing about is not.
He's having fun. We're seeing a lot of that.
They wanted it in. He put it on a wanted it. It ended up, I don't know, a half a foot up. Ruthian cut. Fastball. Blew him right by. Could be 2. Backhanded flip. On to first. Albert. Back to their winning ways. The Angels.
Congratulations to Chris Rodriguez. Back to the 500 mark at 10-10. Shohei Ohtani.
Made a great point. This is the man who will have to carry this team a lot this year. Heck, I'll take an alley ball and a sprint to third. More this inning. Deep right center field. Oh, Shohei on!
That's the new set. Stand up there. That baseball's crushed. Higher how far this goes. Shohei, the power. What matters? Goes that swing. You have to for that swing, don't you?
Always good.
For Shohei.
Let's take a look at this Rangers lead it off. He was 0 for 5 with a strikeout last night. 90. That one sinks. Away with that in mind. Ohtani. Comfortable contact. Out to short. On across.
Against the Angels. You like those quick.
And he faces David Dahl. 32 against him. A ton of swing and misses. And he lost him. Fastball and the splitter as we take a peek. 5's a little bit of a lower number than when he does hit it. He has been hitting it. And you can simulate anything you want to sim as much as is allowed, as that one is 11. Walked 5 in that outing on April the 4th against the White Sox. That's a side. That is ball.
Game for Shohei.
Curveball. Is that they need to? Case in point low, 20 bats.
That's a good pitch. Generally is not going to go your way.
Ohtani from the stretch. That one is low, 90. Uncomfortable. Shohei misses. And with leverage, it gets tougher to control if you're days when you got a bit ahead of yourself.
And the way he used.
Got him.
Nasty split straight down.
He doesn't. It's struck out 6. Good fastball. The 1-1.
Because of Calhoun can hit the ball that way. You're facing a pitcher now to
the 1-2 pitch. Got him! Split! Oh, it wasn't pretty, Shohei. Get that arm stronger. Trying to get that command.
but with two-seamer tonight.
Trevino's had a really good start to the year. Host Ohtani rocking fire, and there is if needed. He didn't need to. Onto it above the dirt.
Yeah,
yes, they are.
He got that well above
dirt.
The split. You start that one away with a target set away. It's very difficult.
Made a great defensive play out there in right center field. Back up.
Welcome. And he goes, everything you see out there.
In 2017, beginning his journey to the major.
Shohei Ohtani on the mound now. It's a pretty good keeper in Japan. Yes, got it. You know, the team feeds off the energy.
Very deliberate before he comes home to hold that one. Runner takes off, pitch over the inside corner, throw down.
Shohei knew it. He had the finger up saying yes, and on his release of the baseball as well. Field against Shohei. Throwing hard.
Gonna happen now, though. Oh my, what a fan favorite there.
He's to his slider.
3-2 pitch. Lines that one into center field. It like he went out and got a slider.
Couple hits last game on his fastball.
Inning, gunned down as an opposed. Third base moved over to shortstop slow.
By a curveball at 75. Look where that drops. That's a legit.
Split thinks he could. Now he turns it into an out. That one close anyway as Ohtani.
Major leagues for Shohei Ohtani.
And you think about it it looked like he threw a splitter that time that stayed up. Maybe
more effective for me. That's right on the hands. You get a soft contact.
Need to hit the finish line. For now, we watch Shohei. The 0-2. Split-fingered foul
on a split, and he does for Shohei Ohtani.
Right, and when I say it was a strike, folks, I understand it was.
You don't want.
And that is at least one free pass per inning.
Look at that. Looks almost like a slide step, Gooby.
Oh, Mike Trout puts it away. 75, he goes back to work, and he does so. Split finger has been devastating. Really, 1 home runs in the major leagues. 3-1, just literally make him hit it in the seats.
Yep. You won the fastball.
Now they want it in. Wanted it in and off the plate. Ended up right down the middle. Jose Trevino.
Different.
Lines.
Yes, that means it was going to be something secondary.
The 2-1. Fastball.
Yes. I love when Shohei trusts his fastball.
Yes.
He's got 13 strikeouts to see fastball for Ohtani. That's at 97.
Had a bad saying as a fan of this talented pitcher. That's Griffin Canning. Okay. Let's turn the pen as Ohtani.
Griffin Canning to come into this situation potentially with some.
Holt's been a pain. And he's hit by a pitch, a break.
Holt, you see him, he's always trying to get on base. He's not going to try to get out of.
Be Matt Wise for 1 second. What do you? And he goes to work. 7 from Shohei Ohtani is a fastball. Look. The 1-2. 2-2. The 2-2. Got him. Split fingered goes Connor Falefa.
98, but his cut fastball.
Upton and Walsh both carrying 7-game hitting streak. And pardon the pun, but he's set to make his 3rd start as an Astro. And again, if the Angels can 4 earned on 3 hits, walk 3.
Look, Rizzy likes to go to his splitter a lot. The pitch he
cut his teeth under Joe Madden in Tampa. Excuse me, pop out to right field for Kyle Tucker. Rough one for Odorizzi. He's in Gooby. Amazing. Only 60 games preventing him from getting on track. Hit the free agent market.
quick spring training to get ready for the season. And
how he reacted before that last pitch. Afternoon, and Jake Odorizzi is
against going to prevent him from continuing on. Wow. Yeah, I was looking for that, that split.
Who was just called up from the alternate squad. He's quite a way to make a major league debut.
Brings them to the World Series in 08 against the Phillies.
We go with Ohtani batting with one out. And Ohtani in there for both. When your starter is gone, one
overall for the Astros.
Ohtani on a couple of hops to Gurriel. 20 minutes into the opening of this one today, he and Jared Upton, Walsh, and Pujols. And Justin chops it up the line. That's going to stick, and that's going to be a base.
Well, it's a base hit on that one. Extends the hit streak again.
Broadcaster added, it'll look like a line drive in the box score. Thanks, fellas. If need be. Head out to right field. That one's got a chance to retire the side. Brea hits the snot out of it. Oh, my.
Griffin Canning pitched. We're going back to game one of the series.
And Alvarez sends it. It scores Brantley easily. Third is Bregman, and it's 2-0 Houston. Gurriel chops it over the mound. Fletcher gets one. Gooby, the run does score, but two.
You think I got to strike out the next three guys.
Have loved him everywhere he's gone, and here in Houston, Rizzi unable to continue after the first situation as Albert Pujols sends one into left and gone to swing the big bat in Houston. His second of the series.
Weir versus the Astros. That's the 430th different. That's how you answer right away. That's a 4 or 5 kill in the inner half, using that lower half of his body. Albert Pujols.
Albert, before we went on the air during
more shallow, and Fletch will find a way to massage a baseball into
to the first baseman in his first year. Good for extra bases. He's one of the extra base variety. Field, that one's well struck. Strong running out of room. He leaps.
Big fly, Ohtani-san!
It around the pillows in record-breaking time. He wasn't taking anything for granted. I think he outdid.
Ball goes against the lefty out over the plate. Just you talk about all the extra for Shohei Ohtani and the sprint. As far as how quick I get around the bases, that's twice.
Number 6. 40-foot single up the third baseline. This one's hit a lot farther. Go, gotta go, get going. Home run trot. 18 seconds.
The little spin around when he got the third base on his home run. This lineup has been so dominant.
Again, Brantley, Alex Bregman, Jordan all breaking ball that's hit well to left. And Alex Bregman.
Angels pitching this season, even go back to last year.
6th draw board. And draw was headed back to the bag. Will without a throw. 7-2 Houston. Damage at 1. A ground ball to third. Red heat up cleanly, and Castro scores. Throw is in the dirt. Tough situation gets even tougher. On Gurriel's Jan broke his back. Left center field. 2 more score.
Well, he's really good with runners in scoring position. He is Angels. All you're hoping.
That follow through is not hurting him at all, Matty, huh, Gooby?
Yeah. Ball that Fernando Tatis Jr. had ever hit. Boxing match with Tim Belcher. Alvarez with a ball into the gap for the Angels this afternoon. That's going to clear the base. 3 more for Houston, and it's 13-2.
Guys, you see a position player pitch at some point today. Look.
And Shohei struck in the third. The home run trot on your right. Faster, Wednesdays against Texas or today's here?
Your trot around the base, that speed of Shohei Ohtani.
Trots, it's a home run sprint. This was a little faster. On a sharp hop, knocked down.
And he's in the outfield grass and the shift behind Ohtani out.
was very good there. The Mark Gubazar reluctantly fouled
and designated hitter.
Here out when the last time Anthony Kyle Tucker sends one over the wall and left.
Is, I should say.
Where since he played in Japan in 2014. He's going to go get that extra base hit.
And last year, because he was not going to be pitching at all, not an easy outfield to play here. It's like being put out against the Red Sox at Fenway Park. That's the biggest thing for me.
An extra base hit.
To lob the ball in, right? I mean, this is starting for the Angels. It was said, fielder.
Oh my. On another error.
Another thing, Matt, is remember that Shohei, who I think they dropped it on purpose, do you think?
Had to get.
Truipe, he told me I was ready, but remember also he suffered a.
That's a good point. Yeah, he was
going to run that down.
Sends a high fly ball out to center field. Many as 26 outs in a 2007 Blue Jays.
He's definitely been impressive here this afternoon.
On the ground.
Well, he said that, you know, just in case they need him to come in as a pitcher, that's a good changeup.
Ben Boom. Another chance at a double play ball.
That was Ben Boom, the pitcher, rolling.
And that's going to do it.
He coming in the game under very difficult circumstances, struggling offensively. That's not the case anymore. More shallow, and Fletch will find a way to massage a baseball into
to the first baseman in his first year. Good for extra bases. He's one of the extra base variety. Field, that one's well struck. Strong running out of room. He leaps.
Big fly, Ohtani-san!
Around the pillows in record-breaking time. He wasn't taking anything for granted. I think he outdid.
Ball goes against the lefty out over the plate. Just you talk about all the extra for Shohei Ohtani and the sprint. As far as how quick I get around the bases, that's twice.
Number 6. 40-foot single up the third baseline. This one's hit a lot farther. Go, gotta go, get going. Home run trot. 18 seconds.
Did a little spin around when he got the third base on his home run.
Hits, 3 runs, 88 pitches. So with that in mind, won the count. Good to have. Which is not uncommon, as that one is. We'll see how it goes today. Breaking ball, that's strike 3.
Late break, sharp, no contact from Altuve.
2 for 3 with a pair of walks last night. Was on 4 times today.
Wow, nice pitch, nice sequence. I'll take that challenge.
Fastballs. It's just about down the middle. Righty just looks imposing as he loads that back leg. Not with that breaking ball though. Jose Altuve, good morning. Uli Gurriel, good afternoon. Jordan Alvarez, good evening. Pinch hit. Upon his announcement, ferocious as he can appear out to the wily veteran. Goes with a fastball right over in the minor leagues. Has always been a very good all-around athlete. Much like just a really good athlete.
Always gives you pretty solid at bats. This pitcher when you national. There's that grunt.
A couple of homers. He hustles off the mound, bare-handed throw.
Did it bounty running down the line to see if he's inside the baseline, but he stayed right on that path going down.
That aggressive as a defender. You talked about fielding a bunt last night. You're either in or you're out defensively, but it looked.
I've always wanted to field anything because I felt I had a better chance of getting out and not worried about Trout.
Huge jump for Ohtani. Let's see if it plays. So you talked about Gurriel being on his own.
But Ohtani, now you put it in perspective now. Show yeah, he's throwing 101 miles an hour. Keeping that foot connected. Trout, great numbers against Greinke. That was for Trout. Back-to-back mammoth home runs. Doesn't miss that pitch, and he did not. He crushed that one against Greinke.
Exit velocity 113 miles. Ready to roll. single. Zach Greinke. I think it was his 4th hit of the year. Talk about the Astros over the last couple of years, even more so. Mike Trout, you talked about it.
Since last season.
Pitch dives down.
Well, Greinke throws.
Takes a walk around the mound. This is career start. At the corner.
Or discipline. Going back to your point there. Yeah, you see it. You look.
2-2. He can hustle, and so can that pitcher. Very athletic, both of them. They see Houston putting the pressure on. Doesn't matter if you hit it hard to go. Love that about him. Little roller, foul, first base, 7 and 5-12. An uncomfortable Dylan wheels and deals. Outside corner, that's strike 3.
Punch out. Dylan Bundy getting it done.
10 for the powerful right arm out of him. Hands, Ohtani fights it off into left field for a base. That's pure strength right there. Earlier, Mike Trout.
Now, to make a mistake, he must be ready.
As it pertains to offense, 9 runs scored the 2-1. Out to third, hits it firm, but right to Bregman. This afternoon, not the magical inning. We'll see what occurs. Including a home run.
Working going the other way today. The last that shattered into the stands.
3 innings for the Cincinnati Reds. 31 strikeout saves. Right field, going back in it, looking up, and that's up that long.
3.
It is 0 for 3 day today. On to first. Wow. Unbelievable end to this game. Alex Bregman had an all-star day out there defensively at third. He didn't miss a beat today.
Yeah, he's one of the best fielders out there in a quick turn.
Engines.
David Fletcher taking a ball. He struck out twice last night. This time he puts the ball in play, on it into right field past Aledmus Diaz. His 8th start in a row at the ballpark tonight.
Promising sign watching Jose Altuve take batting.
Any protocol reasons, he has not yet been activated.
Effort sound. Line dying into center field.
Back-to-back base hits for the Angels. They're kind of doing what we showed you right before the game.
Up the middle into center field, and the Angels have action. He's going to show you the pitch and the swing, getting in on the hand. Strong man.
Makes the play. Fletcher will tag it. The first down of the inning.
Has a very deceptive fastball, and he actually.
Fletcher, Zach's going to look him back to third and throw. They're going to call interference on the runner for being an Ohtani back to first.
Great call, TK.
Joe Madden very upset. Instead of first and second and a run.
Basically threw it right at that base runner and to the grass.
That last angle you could.
For that, TK.
Runner on throw. Shohei Ohtani picks up his team league 3rd steal. That ball back, he's on the track. He says, I've got room, and he puts it away in front of the
or Mike Trout. Get on it. We'll share the
off single into center field his first time up. Where he puts those pitches. Generally is fair innings, at least for Zach so far this year. Which is good for 7th. And how good he is with his control. He misses on the first 3. Ohtani.
Extra careful with a guy like Ohtani up there. Because if you make the right pitches these days, you can actually get to him. Back to Ohtani, not giving in and trying to give him another fastball to hit.
Full count. Cold 3rd strike. The outside corner.
For you to jump in and say that he missed on the first 3 pitches on, but that is just a perfectly placed fastball.
Justin Upton 1-0. outfielder playing center field tonight in place of tomorrow. Just want to give him the extra day off. And Schebler sends the first pitch into left south the wall is Miles Straw. Schebler has a leadoff double. Bunts the ball in the air, and Zach Greinke makes the line drive past Buehler. It initially was Schebler, so he's not going to be able to score. Maldonado makes a good play to keep the ball at home plate. His average sprint speed last. That ball's hit hard, and that's a fair ball down the right. Fletcher all back in. Ohtani scamper back to second. RBI double for Ohtani.
That ball off the bat. Tried to get inside, but it stayed up out over the plate. Here at Minute Maid Park.
Especially having it hold.
You can see how Ohtani was running almost right up his back.
So Ohtani with a team. Softly hit field. Jared Walsh against the shift has him. It's his 14th run batted into the year, matching Ohtani for the team. And many pitchers go over 100 pitches this year. Jose Urquidy did. Drops in. Six strikeouts tonight. On the ground, fair ball. Yuli to the bag himself of two-run baseball. Got around 10 hits.
Pretty balanced as far as damage. On the line, into left field, into the Crawford boxes and out of here. I mean, he crushed the slider.
Done so much damage in his career. Up one for Andrew Heaney, who threw the ball so well in the 13th career home.
A runner on second base to start the inning. In this case, it's the batter who made the. Fletcher shoots one into right center field. That is going to be down home. The relay throw by Diaz will be not in time, and that'll allow Fletcher to go to second.
Great from Bembo. Must have had no one.
Ohtani. 2 for 4 tonight. Taking his 17th pitch here. Joe Smith beginning. Swing and a miss. Presley picked. Second time tonight, Shohei has struck.
Our breaking ball down. Good snap.
In an RBI situation.
You're playing with fire. He's in.
Towards the middle of the diamond. That will score Fletcher.
Yeah, Ryan Presley.
Little draw speed. Could be trouble. Safe to one-run game. Miles Straw beats out the.
But the speed of Straw allows him to get into that right here.
Ball hit well down the right field line. Oh, it goes into the stands for an automatic doubt. And last night, this first game is a leadoff. Walsh camps under it. Should be deep enough with Joe heading to third. Straw safe. We're tied at 4. Little shot towards center. That's a game winner. Romel Garcia walks it off. Castro scores. The Astros win an extra inning.
Heck, I'll take an alley ball and a sprint to third. More this inning. deep right center field. Oh, Shohei on!
That's the new set. Stand up there. That baseball's crushed. How far this goes. Shohei, the power. What matters? Goes that swing. You have to for that swing, don't you?
Always good.
For Shohei.
Let's take a look at this Rangers lead it off. He was 0 for 5 with a strikeout last night. 90. That one sing. Away with that in mind. Ohtani. Comfortable contact. Out to short. On across.
Against the Angels. You like those quick.
And he faces David Dahl. 32 against him. A ton of swing and misses. And he lost him. Fastball and the splitter as we take a peek. 5's a little bit of a lower number than when he does hit it. He has been hitting it. And you can simulate anything you want to sim as much as is allowed, as that one is 11 walked 5 in that outing on April the 4th against the White Sox. That's inside. That is ball
Game for Shohei.
Curveball from is that Pinito to case in point low 20. That's
good. That pitch generally is not going to go your way.
Ohtani from the stretch. That one is low 90. Uncomfortable. Shohei misses. That one's leverage. It gets tougher to control if you're days when you got a bit ahead of yourself.
And the way he uses. Got him. Nasty split straight down.
He doesn't. It's struck out 6. Good fastball. The 1-1.
Because of Calhoun can hit the ball that way. You're facing a pitcher now to
the 1-2 pitch. Got him! Split! Oh, it wasn't pretty, Shohei. Get that arm stronger, trying to get that command.
Vengeance.
David Fletcher taking a. He struck out twice last night. This time he puts the ball in play. It into right field past Aledmus Diaz. His 8th start in a row at the ballpark tonight.
Promising sign watching Jose Altuve take batting.
The protocol reasons, who has not yet been activated.
Up the middle into center field, and the Angels have action.
Back-to-back base hits for the Angels. They're kind of doing what we showed you right before the game.
It's going to show you the pitch and the swing, getting in on the hand. Strong man.
It makes the play. Fletcher will tag it. That's the first out of the inning.
Has a very deceptive fastball, and he actually.
Fletcher, and Zach's going to look him back to third and throw. They're going to call interference on the runner for being. And Ohtani back to first.
Great call, TK.
Joe Madden very upset. Instead of first and second, and a run.
Basically threw it right at that base runner and to the grass.
That last angle, you could.
For that, TK.
Runner on the throw. Shohei Ohtani picks up his team leading 3rd steal. That ball back, he's on the track. He says, I've got room, and he puts it away in front of the wall.
Play more shallow, and Fletch will find a way to massage a baseball into.
To the first baseman in his first year. Good for extra bases. He's one of the extra base variety. Center field, that one's well struck. Straw running out of room. He leaps on. It around the pillows in record-breaking time. He wasn't taking anything for granted. I think he outdid.
Ball goes against the lefty out over the plate. Just you talk about all the extra for Shohei Ohtani and the sprint. As far as how quick I get around the bases, that's twice now.
Number 6. 40-foot single up the third baseline. This one's hit a lot farther. Go, gotta go, get going. Home run trot. 18 seconds.
The little spin around when he got to third base on his home run.
There's Shohei, Mike Trout, Jared Walsh. He was unique on the mound last night. We saw every single skill set on display. And he's done that very well all year long as he lifts that one down the left. 55. That OPS hanging.
Boy, and lefties are really
good. And they love him for that reason.
At a young age. That was nasty.
One of those, it's like a hanging slider that you always tell us about. He did
the plate.
And same, committed to go to Texas before he signed with the Astros. Fastball in.
He catches the corner. Does some good movement on the defense. As a right-handed pitcher to throw a two-seamer like that.
Such a great job of explaining the grind of Mike. Absolutely had him very uncomfortable. Field. Is he comfortable now? Yes!
Trouty go power for Trout. 6th of the season. 40th. 0.4 exit velocity the other way for Trout. Amazing.
Daytime Southern California elements. He crushed that one. They thought for a moment they were keeping him down. Upton takes strike 3, lower tier. Mike Trout. Last 4 games haven't been his friends. Globally.
It's for taking pictures and video of him just warming up in this.
Foul. That was a great shot. That speaks as much to me about anything.
Yes.
The 1-2 boys ball. Show to right field. To the wall. Goodbye.
We're about to enjoy that home run for Shohei Ohtani. Let's get his sprint speed on that home run. Home run of the season. He went flying around.
We'll see this first.
Exit velocity on the home run. Lifts that baseball out. It is running in. Most pitchers the day after you pitch get a lot of long distance.
Outfielder playing center field tonight in place of tomorrow. Just want to give him the extra day off. And Schebler sends the first pitch into left south the wall is Miles Straw. Schebler has a leadoff double. Bunts the ball in the air, and Zach Greinke makes the tomorrow. There's a line drive past Uliger. It initially was Schebler, so he's not going to be able to score. Maldonado makes a good play to keep the ball at home plate. His average sprint speed last. That ball's hit hard, and that's a fair ball down the right. Fletcher on the move to third base. The ball comes back in. Ohtani scamper back to second. RBI double for Ohtani.
That ball off the bat. Tried to get inside, but it stayed up out over the plate. Here at Minute Maid Park.
Especially having it hold.
As you can see how Ohtani was running almost right up his back.
So Ohtani with a team. Softly hit field. But Jared Walsh against the shift has him. It's his 14th run batted into the year, matching Ohtani for the team lead.
A phenom. Call him what you want. Than you are from the right, but I don't think.
And just to clarify, that's
I wasn't sure how to read it. I'm thinking that's pretty.
Oh, how far will that one go? Well, that is his 4th home run.
And look at the long levers. This long.
You don't. Danny Duffy has given up 1 run.
Pat Earl here in Dunedin. Hazel May, of course, will follow Phelps to the mound. David last started was also types of fastball that he can use. He'll also mix in a curveball when he has. Ohtani, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, and at Angel Stadium in Anaheim. Ross Stripling. Where they're breaking. There's another strike. It's Phelps does. He's a strike thrower. He likes to. That ball is into dirt. Came late as a defensive replacement. Outside, missed by a wide margin. And now, breaking ball, swinging and missing. Ohtani straight. And if you watch that front side of Ohtani a bit too much, if you can keep that cutter slider, the hips open up just a little. About Madden, you're right. He was in the National League with the Cubs. He never. For Jonathan Davis, Walsh is halfway. The catcher Max Stassi will step in. The line. This is trouble, and there'll be no play. There's another infield swinging bunt. Ball 4. Chat. You know, Buck. One thing I noticed right away a lot He was talking earlier in spring much.
Breaks at his second, little bobble, and he's safe.
Throw going to second base. He was just going in, standing up.
Of his body, forced him to crumble. And the run will come in. The Angels have a 1-0 lead. Will bat with 2 outs. He was a strikeout victim.
Watching Shohei Ohtani.
1-1 pitch. Way out in front of how hard Ohtani has been swinging the bat so far in the first. And Palacios back at the track, at the wall, jumps. He can't make the play as Ohtani hits one off the fence high and deep right.
The error by Bichette at shortstop has opened things.
Batting order, obviously. Ohtani with big.
Opens up that front side and catches chance for Josh to come up.
Top of the 5th, Shohei Ohtani. This one's going to go.
Oh, third by the fan out there. That was a no doubt about it. A lot like the Mike Trout home run that we saw in last. He's got some tremendous power. Over 500 average. We said keep everything away from him. That was it. But Trout, he did miss that one.
Ohtani's a big
in his last 8 games against the Blue Jays.
Top of it's 1-1 on the Angels. Palacios is going to have a goal. A ringing double off the fence in left. The hit in that 4-run second inning. And they'll be out of here. Jared Walsh with the season, a 2-run shot. And the Angels have kicked.
Was fooled just a bit. That's the season. Fooled just a little bit, but he kept his hands back. The seats. And in this instance,
Joe Madden had a meeting with Shohei Ohtani. We basically told pitch you can hit the day after you pitch. Menash all season. Buck.
And if he's healthy, you want him to do
finale in this series.
You're upset because you're
skip him. They're going to push him back. He's had some blister problems.
And Palacios is waiting for it. He makes the catch. Ohtani, a 3-run double and a solo home run. He is now 2. Having pitched 5 innings from right, let him save the game. Mike Trout hits it. Another 2-hit game for Mike Trout.
We talked about it in the opening for the Angels. He's missed a lot of time, a couple of years.
2-1. Ackman gets away in, and he's going to score. Blue Jays are on the board. And Simeon comes in from third.
Told you he's got this could be a tough guy to catch if you're Matt Stassi as that ball bounces to.
He's now at third base. Ty Tyson. Breaking ball.
Maybe he can come in and save the game.
Very cool. If anybody
tag and batting practice,
take place. Ohtani hits it foul.
He also said the trade
deterrent to managers. There's a drive into center field, but right there is interesting man to talk to. Jose Rojas coming in. He is there, and the Jays here on the Jays' first homestand. Back here tomorrow night.
As a story I know that Astros fans have heard for a local guy. That's got a chance if it stays fair, and that one's gone. Albert Pujols to the opposite field.
Albert's 61 now in his career versus the
Park. Pitch up and away, and he goes with it.
All boundary calls are reviewable. Oh boy!
By the yellow pole.
I think the only thing that Albert back there.
Can you see Albert in the background?
Yeah. He said,
Albert's still looking. Max Stassi knows this ball. Said, "Yeah, I know this ballpark really well."
I just can't tell if it hit the pole or not, guys. This would be my first opposite field homer in 2 years. Yeah, it's going to stand.
Anthony Rendon, Houston native, said, "Yeah."
Home run leaderboard. He's going to have to go crazy in the final.
Mike Trout's lost weekend in Houston. Yeah, Jose, it is nice to see, and was handed the loss. That was the lone bright first. It's Shohei Ohtani now with one less night against Lyles with a Trout and Rendon back out there healthy.
Up now.
Resurgent 2019. He pitches as he loses Shohei on ball 4. 15 series.
And there's some power, 3 home runs.